Hello, my name is Inhe Joseph. I am from Mongolia, and I wanted to share about my life of faith and also about my vocation to priesthood. The first time I came to know about church was when I was 7 years old. At that time, Mongolia was only coming into democracy after almost 70 years of communist rule. So all different kinds of religions were starting, and one of them was the Catholic Church. Through my sister, I started to come to church, and I started having catechism classes. And in the Catholic Church, I really found who was God and how His love was so great, not only to me but to all of us, even if we are not Christians or Catholics. And when I was 12 years old, every Friday I used to go to a Bible sharing, and it was a very useful and a great time for me. Every time after the Bible sharing, I ran very fast home, and people asked me, why are you running? Is there anything urgent you have to do, or is there any work at your home? But it was not about urgency or work, because I wasn't able to just stand there, because something was burning inside my heart. Something was burning and I couldn't oppress it, and I had to run. And when I was running, I thought to myself, I'm not the most handsome person or boy in the whole world. I'm not the richest in the whole world. I'm not the smartest boy in the world, or I'm not the tallest, the most skillful, or anything else. But I was sure about one thing. I was sure that I was the happiest boy in the whole world. Because through my encounters with God and His Word, I came to know and to feel the love of God for me. Through His love and through His words, I was able to go deeper into my heart and to find something that I was searching my entire life without knowingly. And also the meaning of my life, the purpose of my life, I was able to find out. And as time flew, I started to think seriously about becoming closer to Jesus and offering my life to Him. And one of the ways to become more close to Jesus was to offer myself to priesthood. But priesthood was not my purpose. My purpose was, or my wish, my desire was to live with God with my whole life, to be closer to Him. So after my high school, I decided to become a priest, and I wanted to go to the seminary. There were actually 3 reasons I wanted to do so. The first reason was, as I said, I wanted to offer my whole life in order to live more closer to God. And the second reason was to share that love, happiness, and truth that I have learned and I experienced to others, especially to the poor, not only materially, but those people who are poor in spirit and in heart. And the third reason why I decided to become a priest was when I saw many sufferings of my mom and many poor people who were suffering a lot in the society of Mongolia. I thought to myself that I actually had no power, no capacity or ability to stop those sufferings. I knew and I felt deeply that I was too weak and I couldn't do anything for them, anything to free them from those sufferings. And then one parable or passage from the Bible came to my mind. It said, when a seed is on the ground, it should die. If it doesn't die, it doesn't bear fruit. But if a seed on the ground dies, it bears 30 times, 60 times, and 100 times more fruit. So I thought to myself that if I sacrifice myself to God and offer my life to Him, there will be some good fruits to my beloved and to the people around me. So I decided to become a priest. But at the first time, it was not actually easy for my mom and family to accept me of becoming a priest, because I was the only son in the family, and my mom actually, she was not a Catholic or a Christian. She didn't go to the church. So they told me that I should go to university first, and after university decide anything that I want to do. So I waited for 4 years to go to the seminary, and I studied biotechnology. And after finishing university, I was able to go to study theology in Daejeon Diocese, which is in South Korea. And I studied there for 7.5 years, and I became a deacon. And I'm preparing for my priesthood ordination, which will be celebrated on the 28th of August. I have only 1.5 months, but still, becoming a priest, it's not the end of the vocation. It's just the start, and it's also the continuation of our vocation. And I think God calls us all not only to priesthood, but to many different kinds of vocations. And I think it's very important to listen to our hearts and listen to the voice of God and ask what He desires from each of us. If we can explore His wish and follow it, we will be happy for sure. But not only us, but through our life, through the vocation that we have, we can give joy and hope to people who are suffering in the world and to those who lost their ways.
Давайте.